All right, so today we're going to create a dimension style. So before we do that, we need to create something two dimensions. So I'm going to check my units are architectural. I'm just going to create a rectangle. Okay, so here is my rectangle. And I could create another little weird thing. Okay, so here's my shape. I could just use their regular dimension, the standard one. Oops. Their standard one. Right, but as you can see, that's not very helpful. So what we want to do is we want to create one that we can use for an architectural drawing. The first thing we have to remember about that is that for architectural drawings, there's different text sizes. Don't ask me again. So if I zoom into a drawing, the text is going to be bigger or smaller depending on how much I zoom. So for this, we want to do, most architecturals are drawn at quarter scale, okay? And we want the text to be 3/32. So where those two meet, the 3/32 and the 1.5 is 4.5. So we need to create a new text style. So what we're going to do is manage dimension styles. Now let's modify. So we are going to use a standard one and we're going to create a new. So we'll call this dims, dims underscore 48. Let's try. There we go. Okay. So what we have to do is we need to create a dimension style that's visible in quarter scale. So we will start down here at the line. So we get to choose what color it is, and you can see it show up here. Baseline spacing, I could change this to 1/2 inch. And then what we could do is our extension lines, I could also change those to red. Let's see, we could change this to 1/2 inch and this to 1/2 inch. All right, so the next thing we're going to go to, let's see, no, we don't want to do that. Offset from origin. All right, so now we're going to do, that looks weird. So let's extend beyond, baseline spacing, dims, all right, line type, high layer, okay. Symbols and arrows. For architectural, we will use an architectural tick, okay? And the arrow size, we're going to scale that up a little bit. So let's make that 1/2 inch. Center marks, none. Break size, none. Preceding angle. All right, so let's see. Text. So this is the one where we saw 4.5. So we could do a standard size. Let's make the text yellow, and the text height is 4.5 inches. So let's do 4.5. Boom, and there we go. But we want that above the extension, above that line. So let's say it's 1/2 inch above. Fit. Let's see, that's fine. The primary units, we are architectural, so we'll change it to architectural. The fraction format, I don't like when they're piled like that, so we will not stack it. And let's see, text, we want it aligned with the dimensions. So that's a pretty good text style we have there. So let's OK, and let's set that as current. Okay, now from here, I could pick linear and I could dimension this. Ooh, I could, oh, I could dimension this. And this is a linear one. If I do a linear over here, you could see what happens. I go here, here, right? Which is okay, that's how far it goes out. But if I want this distance, I'll have to change this to aligned, where I could go there, there. And if I want an angle, I could do angular, and I could just click between the two angles I want. Okay, and that's dimension styles in a nutshell. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email. Thanks.